Good afternoon, Bogtard. It's Rob Evans, Fireman's Tired Eyes. Just letting you know there's a new podcast on Anchor.fm and Spotify. Like you say, it's just an update. And this was really basically talking about, as it came about, I was training this morning and I was doing karate, and it was like, the feeling was, what do I do in my dark times? And the last time I was in a really big dark time, I turned to karate, and it was my alternative therapy. You might be wondering why I've got a tree in the way. Well, this is my little bonsai tree that I've had for 23 years. I basically bought it from Sainsbury's, so yay big, little Chinese elm, and I've nurtured it and kept it and looked after it. Trees look after themselves, spend 40% of their time or their day looking after themselves, fighting infection, nurturing their roots, nurturing the leaves. These leaves are just starting to turn now. It's a bit late down here because it's Portugal and it's still quite warm. But yes, 23 years old. I've given the rest of mine to my friends. But trees look after themselves. We spend hardly any time looking after ourselves. But the whole point, like I say, when I was doing the karate, was that what am I doing to get myself out? And like I said, when I was doing this before, we were over 2 years ago, we were in France, and we basically had to sell my falconry business, which was my alternative therapy. That hit me really hard. We'd had massive bills coming at us left, right and centre. We didn't know where the next stress was coming from. And then I had no distractions, no longer in the fire service, no longer working silly hours, and I had no birds to run around and chase after and fly around and enjoy. So I was kind of like, oh great. And then we got whacked with the 2020 lockdowns. So there I was looking at the mountains, unable to get to them. So that was kind of like, it's a bit of antagonistic. So I turned to karate, and it's been my passion for a long, long time. I hadn't trained then for 7 years because of moving house, getting the business up and running and getting things going. And my joints screamed at me thinking, what the hell are you doing? But I persevered. I videoed it back then just to see if there's any improvements, and I do that to validate for myself, but also to show others and encourage others that, do you know what, you can make mistakes. Who cares? It doesn't matter if you make mistakes. It's about participation, trying and doing your best. And you might not see results straight away, and this comes back to mental health, that you might not see your mental health progress straight away, but you've got to give yourself a chance, and you've got to give it a chance. So if you're going to see a therapist, professionals or not, or you're doing it yourself on self-help, and I've managed to do that myself, which I'm chuffed to bits about. I've always turned to exercise, and this is what I want to do, is encourage and inspire. Work along with them, but once you start doing exercise, you'll realise that the energy that you were maybe stuck with the traumatic event that's been in there, and it eats away and it triggers and comes back up straight away. Sometimes we can help by doing exercise, and that to me was the karate. So this is what I say, I'm not going to go into too much depth because it's kind of on my Spotify and Anchor.fm, so if you want to follow that, then please do. You can either find the links on www.firemanstiredeyes.com, and that's on the homepage. Sparrows are still giving it large here. You can follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, but please give us a rating, give us some feedback, because that's what it's all about. Like you say, the feedback, if I don't look after this tree, if I don't water it, nurture it, and pick all the dead leaves off it, it's going to die. So the feedback is pretty much there. So every 3 years I take it out and I trim the roots first by third, and I put it back in, I nurture it again, and it's doing okay. That's what we call it, basically confining it to a small tree. But you have to look after it and maintain it, and maintenance for us is no different. So we maintain a healthy body, we maintain a healthy mind, and vice versa. So if you've got a stimulus that's not good and in a bad place, that's okay, but don't stay there for too long. Pick yourself up and use it not as a bad day, but or a dark day. Use it as a rest day. Change the word. You're having a rest day because your body needs it. And then come back, keep going, and keep in touch. Reach out, because someone else might just give you that little bit of encouragement, and that's what you need. So Just when you think you're going to give up, reach out, speak out. Someone will be there to listen. Keep encouraging, keep inspiring, and we'll see you again. So if you want to, like I say, if you want to follow it or have a listen on Anchor.fm or Spotify, then please do. Fireman's Tired Eyes. Say ciao for now. Bye.